Growing up, I was never one to believe in the supernatural, but the summer we moved to that old Victorian house on the edge of town changed everything. The moment I crossed the threshold, I felt an unmistakable chill, like the air had thickened, pressing in on me. My mother dismissed my unease, chalking it up to the house's age, but the whispers began shortly after we settled in. They were faint at first, indistinct murmurs curling around the corners of my mind like shadows shifting just out of sight. It started in the attic, a dusty room filled with forgotten trinkets and the smell of mildew. While rummaging through old boxes, I discovered a small ornate mirror, its surface dark and smudged. My curiosity piqued. I wiped it clean, revealing an unsettling reflection that didn't quite match the attic's dim light. In the mirror, I saw myself, but standing behind me was a figure cloaked in shadows, its features too obscure to discern. I spun around, heart racing, but the attic lay empty, littered only with the remnants of a past long gone. Dismissing it as a trick of my imagination, I went about my day. But as nights crept in, the whispers grew louder. I would hear them calling my name, a soft chorus of voices filled with longing and sorrow. Sleep eluded me, leaving me restless and fraught. Then one evening, I caught a glimpse of the figure in the mirror again, this time standing closer, its outline becoming more defined. I swear it smiled, a grotesque twist of an expression. Panic gripped me, and I covered the mirror with an old sheet, hoping to block whatever entity had invaded my space. Days turned into nights, and my mother grew concerned about my spiraling mental state. But I knew what I had seen was real. I decided to take the mirror to the town's historical museum, hoping someone could shed light on its origin. The curator, a frail old man with sallow skin, examined it with a hawk's attention. His face paled as he recounted the legend surrounding the mirror. It belonged to a woman accused of witchcraft, her spirit bound to it, eternally seeking solace to unsuspecting souls. I stumbled back, dread pulling in my stomach. I had become the next victim, tethered to something dark and ancient. That night, I heard the whispers transform into screams, the walls trembling with a cacophony of rage. I rushed to the attic, tearing the sheet from the mirror, determined to confront the darkness fissuring my sanity. As I looked in, the reflection had shifted. No longer was it just me and the shadowy figure. Behind it loomed a multitude of souls, their faces twisted in anguish, their eyes pleading for freedom. I realized then that I wasn't merely a spectator. I was part of the spectacle, bound to the mirror, forever a piece of its cursed legacy. The last thing I remember is the mirror's surface rippling like water, and then blackness. They say I vanished that night, swallowed by shadows. And now at the edge of town, the old Victorian stands empty, whispering my name.